Hello duelist, it is your boy Winster and I am back at it again with another video. I hope everyone is having a phenomenal day, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Shout out to my YouTube channel members as always. Shout out to Thomas Mead, Why Me, Staying Young, Absolutely Looney, Jared FGC, El Compa Gabi, I miss you my friend, Quick, Jay, Hunter, Veggie, Ubel, Yu-Gi-Oh, Steve, Josh, Corey, Wolfie, Devin, SDR Noah, new channel member, and returning Oopsie Daisy. Thank you everyone for being a channel member. For those wondering what you get, you guys get to play games with me on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro and Master Duel when I'm streaming, and I am streaming a lot more consistently, guys. And you guys get a shout out on every single full video, early access to all full videos. So please consider joining. It's a little bit out of people's budget. By all means, there is an absolutely free way to support. Be sure to hit that subscribe and turn on the notification bells. That way you guys could get all the updates on when new videos drop. Be sure to check out the description box. I have an active Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and be sure to join up on the Discord community. But today I am going to bring you a Mitsurugi Ryzeal deck profile. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. Jumping right into the deck profile, guys. This is a 41 card build. As I go through it, I'll explain some ratios. I'll explain why I took out some cards, added some cards, what changes can be made, what walls you ended up running into in terms of playing the deck. But we're gonna go ahead and do everything today, guys. But let's get started off with the Ryzeal portion. Of course, you play 2 extra Ryzeal. If you could, you would play 3. But this is the main starter. Ryzeal does have a 1-card starter with this. And of course, with this, it just gets you everything that you need. And if these don't get interrupted, you're just going to go for your full combo. And these are the best ones to open. Maybe not so much Ice, because you sometimes need the normal summon if you don't open the right cards or if you need a build. But X is always the best card to open up with because it doesn't eat your summon, the normal at least. Sword Ryzeal. Now this card, it's really great. It's the same as these, but a lot more commitment. You have to, if you only open him, which does happen from time to time, you are gonna have to commit the normal and hope that they don't have the hand trap that's gonna stop this from comboing off. Because if it resolves, you're gonna go ahead and search out the X or the Ice, more than likely the X, because I don't see a reason to search out the Ice after you committed the normal. But then this will get you the full combo. But again, pretty self-explanatory. If these cards were at 3, I would play 3 of this, and I would still play 2 of this. Just need consistency because the deck did get hit. Newly added the Star Ryzeal. At first, I was debating if I should even play this card, but it's a great card. Overall, fantastic. It's a body. Easy way to summon. The thing is that you have to build. And the other bad part, it's only on special where you get the effect to set a card from the deck face down on the field, which is really hard to interact with in terms of like Ash, but you could Imperm Veiler it. But this is just another extra copy of Duo Drive or a main deck copy of the card. You never want to open this, you always want to search it, but it happens sometimes. And then of course we play the Node, and then we play the Cross. These are self-explanatory. It's crazy to think that some people are cutting out Cross. I feel like that's psychopathic behavior, but that's just me. I am playing 2 copies of 7 Tachyon. At first, I was like up in the air if I really want to play this card. Obviously, you lose pretty hard, right? It's a neg 1. It's just more ways to consistently open the Ryzeal engine. Even though the other half of the deck is pretty consistent, this just gives you extra names. And of course, we are playing the 1 Bonfire. It's just another copy of 7 Tachyon in different form. I wish you could play more of it. But overall, engine wise, this is pretty solid. I was playing plugin. Not that like plugin's a bad card, but I don't really feel like you need it, right? The flexibility that it gives the deck or the extra layers that it gives the deck is great and all, but I don't know. I never want to open the card. And it's just as bad as like opening Star Ryzeal. You can't really do much with it. At least here you'll get a body, but plug-in is literally a dead card without having something set up. And then sometimes you're just not going to set things up and it's not going to be optimal. So I ended up taking out the card. You could play it, but up to you. On to the Mitsurugi stuff. I am playing 2 Murakumo. One of my favorite cards. Shout out to my homie Renee. Ooh, so nice. But I am missing the other QCR. I am in the market for one. But phenomenal card, just like every other ritual attributed. You can search out any Mitsurugi card, which is great. And then you can summon the card. If they're not properly summoned, you don't end up summoning them because you can't, obviously. But because it says you can, gives you the option, because you don't have to resolve the whole thing, you'll still be able to search. But this is one ratio where I was thinking maybe you could cut it down to 1. Because even if it does get banished, which it does happen sometimes because of Bestials, it'll still summon itself out, but there's situations where it just gets banished, right? And you can still get it back to your hand with Futsu if you do play that card. So that's one ratio that you could potentially change. I wouldn't. I just like the card, but you don't need to. The new Habakiri, just absolutely crazy. I cannot believe I was in chat one day when I was streaming. I was saying like, oh, well, I don't think you need to play 3, but this card is absolutely crazy. This is a 1 card, full Mitsurugi board, full Ryzeal board, because it gives you the freaking bodies that you need. Yeah, I was crazy to think. There's a reason it's a once per duel effect, because if you resolve it, oh my god, you just set up such a crazy board. 1 card I'm not playing is Futsu. I will always stand by this, guys. Futsu is a bad card. You don't need it. Doesn't give you much. If you manage to resolve like full Ryzeal combo uninterrupted and you still lose, like, I don't know what you're doing. You don't need Futsu. If anything, it just takes up space and it makes your deck more brickier. You have to keep in mind that after you use Habakiri, he's just another ritual in your deck. And I don't really think adding Futsu to the mix is really going to do much. I guess if you wanted it, you could take out one of these and add the Futsu, but I'd rather have the Murakumo than the Futsu in that position. For the little guys, I am playing 1 Kusanagi, 1 Saji, and 1 Aramasa. Like I mentioned earlier, Aramasa is just another 1 card starter, because this searches out a monster, searches out Habakiri, and then you just do the full combo from there. Aramasa is really, really good, but it commits the normal summon, which sometimes you might need. Saji's good. Kusanagi, this is a card that I wasn't really the biggest fan of before the new support. I wasn't playing this card. I don't think you needed it. But now that you have this great support, adding cards back from the graveyard to set up on your opponent's turn or to interact with them on your opponent's turn is really, really good. So I definitely think you need to play at least 1 of each. If you don't want to play Kusanagi, just play more Aramasa. But I think the flexibility that Kusanagi gives you is worth it, in my opinion. More 1 card starters. Prayers. It's crazy how many 1 card starters you have. I definitely think that this card is so strong. Even before the support, it's just a really, really strong card. It's even stronger now because it could search out Habakiri. This is 1 ratio you could potentially cut. I see myself cutting 1 when I go into like game 2. Because I don't think you really need it going second. Not that it's a bad card, like I said, but it's definitely one that I could see where people could just play 2, because you have so many good starters now and so many good ways to get it to the Mitsurugi. And then I am playing 2 Ritual, more QCR. Shout out to my homie Renee, man. Shout out to the homie. But yeah, this is another card, phenomenal card. I definitely think you could potentially just get away with playing 1, but I just like playing 2 because I want to open the deck or the card. But yeah, this ratio just worked for me. And then we play 1 Purification. I see Deckless not even playing this. Y'all are crazy. Psychopaths. But yeah, card is great. Has a reborn effect in the graveyard. Sucks that you can't use both effects. But yes, phenomenal card. And that's it for the Mitsurugi and Ryzeal part of the engine, of the deck. Let's get into some non-engine. I play 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet. Freaking base card. The fact that it doesn't target, it sends cards defensively and offensive options. Yeah, it's just such a freaking great card. This is 1 card that I ended up switching out for Infinite Impermanence, and that's 1 card that I'm actually not playing. I was potentially thinking about adding it so I could just have more interaction on my opponent's turn versus just the other cards that I play, which I will get into. 3 copies of Nib. As I'm building, right, I really thought to myself, like, a single Ash and a single Imperm and a Veiler just isn't going to do much in this current format. I want to get the most impactful card, so I added Nib. Nib in all hand traps just grew so much, considering that Crossout got hit to 1. It's definitely so much more stronger, in my personal opinion. Really worth playing. Another card that I am not playing that I was also considering adding is Droll. Phenomenal card. but I'm not playing it. Playing it in the side, actually, not to like spoil the deck list. But yes, 3 Nib, super impactful. 3 Ash because it's just a great card. And Mochami's a thing. So we want to make sure that we play around the Mochami. And Mochami just beats this deck to the fucking ground, guys. Especially Perulia. Because you have to summon so much. But and then, of course, we're playing Fua. Yeah, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. Max C. You draw cards. We like having draws. And I am playing the Power 3 spell. I am playing Triple T, Called By, and Cross Out. Our biggest weaknesses, I would say, are the Fua and the Nib, and maybe the Droll, right? But yeah, these cards are probably our biggest weakness. The fact that we have the Cross Out for them, and then the Called By just really allows us like to push through hand traps. But onto the extra, I am playing 2 copies of King of the Feral Imps. I think a great card. Allows you to get into your Mitsu stuff. Before everyone started hopping onto Mitsurugi, people didn't respect this card at all and will let it resolve, and people just would have to deal with the full board after that. But yeah, great card. We play 2 copies of Eclipse Twins. Yeah, 2 copies definitely comes up. There's sometimes where one gets banished. I will definitely always recommend playing it at 2 because it fits so well with the deck. We are playing 2 copies of Dual Drive. There's a small chance that I was going to play 3, but I didn't see a need to, other than just the extra name, because there's definitely times in the combo where you go through both. You send one off of X and then summon the other. Yeah, phenomenal card. And then, of course, we only play 1 Daddy. It hurt, man. It hurt. Strong card. A lot of the time, you're going to end up recycling it with Cross. That's if it doesn't get banished or anything like that. But we are playing 1 Photon. This is one card that really saw a lot of popularity in Pure Ryzeal. People would ask why I even play this, but like if you have Dual Drive with 2 materials, increases this to like 2,000, and now this card is untargetable and undestroyable by his own effects. Even an Imperm can out it. So it's really, really good in my opinion. It's even worth playing in Ryzeal Mitsu. I am playing Baguska. There's going to be times where you're going to brick or your opponent's going to have enough hand traps to stop you. Baguska is still a powerful card. It's not good against Malice, but yeah, very powerful card. Exciton Knight, board wipe, not once per turn, which is freaking crazy. We're not playing Fiendsmith Trust, but yeah, really, really good card. We got Cowboy for time. Only reason we play this thing. We got Masquerade. It's a search target off of 7 Tachyon Light, level 4 monster. X Ryzeal, Ice Ryzeal. Dugaris. Yeah, great card. You draw 2. Yeah, you skip your draw phases, but yeah, it's super good. Sometimes there's a card that you just need to get in the graveyard too. And then we play the 1 Aggie, and then we play the 1 Typhon. I saw in my comment section why am I playing like the Emerald. I think it's like the Gusto Emerald guy. I'm finna be honest with you guys, right? I am honest as I can be. I don't know what the fuck the card does. But that is the deck.